So I started growing crops first in Windhoek in my backyard, small scale. And already when I saw that yield, it really evoked my interest, and then I thought maybe I should take it to farmlands. And coming to farmlands, because of the exposure and the research that I did, I realized that it's not something that you just jump into and cultivate big pieces of land at once. It's something that you need to grow into, something that you need to really know, because you can make so many mistakes if you are not sure, if you are not experienced and knowledgeable about the various crops, the diseases that prevail, and so on, and even the fertility of the soil. So as the resources permit, I managed to start a small greenhouse structures, which I will show you later on, which are more or less 10 by 10 cubicles, where I would grow a variety of crops, mainly for subsistence at the house and maybe even to sell.
Gawaseb now grows crops such as spinach, carrots, beetroot and herbs at a small portion of land near Rehoboth. He, however, notes that farmers in the Hardap region face many obstacles, including a lack of water for irrigation.
Well, we and even talking about myself and my experience, we are faced by an array of challenges, but the most important this far is access to potable water, enough irrigation. I have dreams, we have plans to expand, but we are not able to expand. We end up producing only under a hectare and a half, because we are not able to expand. Number one, because if you expand, you are not able to give your crops water. These areas, normally it's dry, so we only have water during the rainy season, and this is where we can capitalize. But otherwise, we need assistance with potable, especially with all this sun. Maybe solar systems, other energy forms of access to water.
He further notes that many farmers are confronted with pest problems and are unable to keep the infestation under control.
Pest control has always been an issue, especially with many of the other leaf plants and so on. But otherwise, I realized that in this very project site, what I prefer is, or the better yield so far, has been the beetroot. The beetroot and of course the champion spinach. I've been growing spinach and beetroot along with a little bit of herbs here and there. They yield good results so far. So I think the learning here is, you need to master one or two key crops in which you should venture into, because it's like the more variety you have, the more chances, or the more you are at risk in terms of exposure to pest, or even just to manage the project site, because they may have different kinds of pest and you would need different interventions along that way. Some may need more fertilizer, some may need less water, and so on. So the management becomes an issue, and normally this comes with cost. So it's better to look into one main crop per season and then maybe switch between seasons to the other crop, because as it is suggested under conservation agriculture, is that we need to intercrop, or at least we need to change the crops. So maybe change from season to season, and as opposed to just having a lot of varieties which you cannot manage at the same time, and it's difficult to find a market for too many crops, and then you'll end up having losses.
According to Gawaseb, the general supply system for small-scale farmers should also be looked into and be improved.